I've ever been on, and I wonder why thousands of El Pasoans are trekking out there every week to climb on them themselves. But anyway, in spite of the fact that I'm a great admirer and lover of Hueco tanks, and I recognize the heritage and the background, but where does this religious aspect come in? Your deeper feelings about it.
Well, Leon, respectfully, first I'd like to say a few things and then turn it over to the Tiwa people here. I worked out at Hueco Tanks for almost 15 years, and I lived there for 10 years. I was first taken out there that I can remember about the age of 5. Probably was taken out there even before then. But when I started working there, and I started to come into contact with Tiwa people, Kiowa, Mescalero.
You are not Tigwa?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And I started to interact with them and try to meet their needs as visitors, just like any other visitors to the site. I quickly realized and noticed that they had some very unique and distinct needs that they had to take care of there. They had a distinct and unique relationship to that site that the general public doesn't have. They had a unique and distinct value for that place, and appreciation and relationship with that place that the general public doesn't have. Now, that doesn't make them better than the general public, but it at least makes them very different than the general public.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And among some of those things, they're the only group of people, these descendants of Native Americans that were there 12, 10, 8,000 years ago, that when they go there can think about and even mention, like in some of these Tiwa families, my mother, my grandfather used to live here in this house. My great-great-great-grandparents used to walk around these particular hills. My grandparents made or fired pottery in this particular area, and there's still pottery shards around here. My great-great-grandfather came here with a group of warriors and suffered here and sacrificed here and prayed here and shed blood here. My great-great-great-great-grandfathers would come here and camp and enjoy and pray, give birth, live, maybe die, and even be buried here. Now those are very distinct and different facts and ties to that site the general public simply does not have. And so we have a unique insight and unique relationship to that site. So we definitely have a need and an authority to speak on behalf of the land, because the land can't speak for itself. And so when we see the land being damaged or impacted, we feel that in a very different way than the general society. So having said that, I'd like to turn it over to the team.
Well, I know I've crawled over them several times in the past, and I would say this: I felt